Pay It Forward is a deeply moving and hopeful film. It tells the story of how a middle school student changes the lives of many people with a simple idea. The movie begins with a man rushing into a hospital with a bleeding arm. But instead of asking for treatment, he insists the doctors help a young girl suffering from an asthma attack first. He even pulls out a gun to make his point. In the end, the girl is saved, and the man is taken away by the police. As he's being led out, he shouts back, "Pay it forward!" The girl's father is both grateful and confused. A few days later, on a rainy night, a reporter finds his car has been wrecked. While he's helplessly trying to figure out what to do, a stranger walks up and hands him the keys to a brand new Jaguar. He asks the reporter to just give him a business card and says they'll transfer the ownership the next day. Chris, the reporter, can't believe it's real. He thinks it's either a joke or a trap, but a few days later, he officially becomes the car's legal owner. He finds the man who gave him the car and asks why. The man calmly replies, "Help 3 people." That's the return. Chris becomes determined to trace the origin of this pay it forward idea. To his surprise, it all started from a 7th grader's social studies project. Trevor lives in a troubled family. His father is an alcoholic and abusive. His mother works hard and sometimes drowns her sorrows in alcohol too. One day, a new social studies teacher named Eugene assigns a special project. Come up with an idea to change the world, and actually try to do it. Trevor comes up with the Pay It Forward plan. He decides to help 3 people, asking for nothing in return, except that they each help 3 more people in turn. If this cycle continues 21 times, more than 10 billion people will be helped. Some people find the idea creative, but most think it's impossible. Even the teacher thinks it's overly idealistic and unlikely to succeed. Trevor's first attempt is helping a homeless man named Jerry. He brings him home, gives him food, and lets him stay in the garage. But when his mother finds out, she's furious and kicks Jerry out. Even though Trevor explains it's for a school project, Arlene, his mom, can't accept it. She storms into the school and questions the teacher. What kind of assignment tells kids to bring homeless people home? The teacher, confused, simply points to the assignment on the board. He encourages students to think differently and see the world in new ways. But Arlene still holds him responsible and tells him to ask her son himself. Trevor goes to check on Jerry, but Jerry locks himself away and refuses to come out. He has given up on himself. Trevor, disappointed, crosses Jerry's name off his list. Then he decides to help his teacher. He sends a message to the teacher in his mom's name, inviting him to their home. When the teacher and Arlene meet, they both awkwardly stare at each other, each thinking the other made the invitation. Then the candles on the table are lit and they realize it was Trevor's idea. They have no choice but to go along with the evening. Meanwhile, Jerry is walking across a bridge and sees a woman trying to commit suicide. He patiently talks to her, shares his own experience, and pleads with her to step down and save him too, to help continue the Pay It Forward chain. Arlene also decides to reach out to her mother, whom she hasn't contacted for years due to her mother's alcoholism. Now, as a mother herself, she understands how hard it can be. She chooses to forgive and reconcile. Arlene's mother, in turn, helps a young man being attacked. That young man later finds himself in the hospital, witnessing the girl with the asthma attack and her father. Even though he's bleeding, he insists that the doctors treat the girl first. The grateful look from the father connects back to the opening scene of the movie, completing the circle of Pay It Forward. The reporter finds the young man and learns that it was Arlene's mother who helped him. Eventually, he tracks down Trevor. He can't believe this 11-year-old boy started it all and invites him for an interview because his idea has already spread to other cities. Trevor explains that he feels like he didn't succeed. He tried to help Jerry, but it didn't work. But his mom did succeed. She reconciled with his grandma. Trevor feels like both of his attempts failed because it's really hard for people to change, even when their life is terrible. People are afraid to take action, afraid to change themselves, so it's easy to give up. Finally, Trevor decides to help his 3rd person. One of his classmates is being bullied by older students. When Trevor tries to intervene, he gets accidentally stabbed with a knife during the scuffle. Adults arrive in time to take him to the hospital, but in the end, this kind-hearted boy doesn't survive. His mother watches his interview in tears. Just then, a large crowd gathers outside the house. They hold candles in silence, and car headlights stretch out into the distance. Everyone who had been touched by Pay It Forward came to honor him. The candlelight lit up the night and warmed every heart. Although Trevor is gone, the love and kindness he started continues to spread. More and more people join the movement, helping strangers without expecting anything in return, only hoping they too will help others. Pay It Forward is more than just a movie. It's a story about courage and hope. It shows us that even the smallest acts of kindness have the power to change the world. Even if we face challenges, even if reality isn't perfect, as long as we take the first step, love can keep spreading. If you were moved by this story, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever been helped by a stranger? Or have you ever helped someone you didn't know? Like and subscribe to our channel for more heartwarming movie reviews.